At the School of Seven Flames, strange things happened from time to time, but this occasion began almost without notice. Luna stood by the tall window, and soft light slid across the floor. She raised her hand, and suddenly noticed that her shadow had copied the movement with a delay, as though it had fallen just a little behind. Luna took another step, then one more, but the difference did not fade away. "Moklik, do you see that?" she whispered. The little friend pressed closer, and for the very first time, Luna felt a truly uneasy. Tim looked carefully at the floor, leaning closer to the light. "Maybe it's just the light falling strangely," he said, though he didn't sound very sure of himself. Luna raised her hand again, and the shadow repeated the movement slowly, as if it had stopped to think first. Flynn smiled. "That's actually interesting. Your shadow has a personality." "It's not funny," Luna said quietly. She felt a worry stir somewhere inside her, because ordinary things aren't supposed to behave on their own. Mrs. Solveyg listened to them carefully, without interrupting, and only after a pause did she reply, "Light reveals what we fail to notice, and shadows show what we hide." Flynn frowned. "So it's not just a magical glitch?" "Perhaps not," she said calmly. Luna lowered her eyes and remembered how, not long ago, she had been afraid to answer in class but pretended she didn't care, and now that feeling seemed to be standing right beside her. Throughout the day, the shadow grew stranger still. When Luna stopped, it kept moving a little longer. When Luna laughed, the shadow stayed perfectly still. And once, it even turned the other way while Luna was looking straight ahead. "I don't want to be alone with it," Luna whispered. Tim stepped close right away. "You won't be." Flynn nodded. "We'll figure it out together." But even with her friends beside her, Luna could feel the worry inside her, quiet and refusing to go away. They walked into the Hall of Soft Light, a place where everything became clear and calm. The light there was steady, and the shadows always behaved the way shadows should. But the moment Luna stepped inside, her shadow peeled away and took a step to the side. Luna froze. The shadow stood before her, without a face, yet somehow it seemed to be looking right at her. Moklik let out a quiet squeak and tucked himself behind her shoulder. The hall grew so still that even the light seemed careful and watchful. "What do you want?" Luna asked quietly. The shadow said nothing in reply, but when Luna took a step back, it mirrored her movement with a slight delay, as if hesitating. "It's not attacking," said Tim. "It seems unsure of itself," added Flynn. Luna took a step forward, and this time the shadow did not retreat. It stayed where it was, and in that moment, Luna felt not only fear, but something deeply familiar, as though this feeling had lived inside her for a very long time. "She doesn't look evil," said Tim. "Then why is she like this?" Luna asked quietly. Mrs. Solveyg answered, "What we hide doesn't disappear. It only grows darker." Luna held her breath. "Is this a part of me?" "Yes," she nodded. Luna thought of all the fears she had tried not to show. And suddenly she understood. This shadow was not a stranger. It was simply the part of herself she had long refused to notice. Luna took a careful step closer. "Are you scared?" she whispered. The shadow repeated her movement at once, without any delay. Luna crouched down. "I get scared sometimes too," she said softly. "I just don't always show it." The light in the hall grew warmer. The shadow no longer looked like a stranger. It moved together with Luna, as if it had been waiting for exactly those words. And in that moment, Luna felt the fear slowly growing smaller. But Being afraid is normal, Luna continued. It doesn't make me weak. The shadow repeated her movements without a single delay. Flin said quietly, "She was waiting for you to say that." Luna no longer turned away. She looked at her shadow directly and made no attempt to hide it. And the fear began to grow smaller, not because it had disappeared, but because it no longer needed to be hidden from herself. Slowly, the shadow returned to its place. It no longer moved on its own, no longer lagged behind or looked the other way. Everything felt natural again. "Is everything all right now?" Tim asked. Luna nodded. "Yes, I simply don't run away from what I feel anymore." Moklik glowed softly, as if in agreement. The light in the hall became steady and calm, and Luna felt that a quiet peace had settled somewhere deep inside her, too. Mrs. Solveyg smiled. "The strongest light is the one we are not afraid to show." Flin grew thoughtful. "So the scariest thing isn't the darkness?" "It's that we run from it," said Tim. Luna smiled quietly. She felt something ease inside her, as if something important had finally found its place. And even her shadow no longer seemed dark, just a part of who she was. In the evening, Luna stood by the window, watching the quiet little lights beyond the glass. The school breathed with stillness, and everything around felt soft and warm. Her shadow lay beside her, even, quiet, ordinary. Luna looked at it and smiled. Now she knew. Not everything dark is an enemy. Sometimes it is a part of you that simply wants to be heard. And when you stop turning away from it, it stops being frightening and helps you grow